Hi, James. How are you? This is Janine from Soul's Journey Tarot, and I'm here to give you your anytime reading, meaning this reading is not time stamped at all, but I will give you a clue. We are coming into a full moon in Virgo now, the 9th or the 10th, and Mercury retrograde is actually coming to an end. So, yay! All right, so if you all see, I have a little kitty with me. His name is Tigger. We welcomed him into the family yesterday. I now got 4 dogs and 4 cats. I'm an animal lover. I love animals. So this is a little guy that we actually saved. Well, not really saved. His mom um, is living at this place where my husband is working, and kind of a wild cat that we tamed, and now she had babies, and now I took in the baby. All right, but enough about Tigger. Okay, guys. So today I'm going to be doing something different. I do want to have some FaceTime with you all. And yes, I don't have the perfect camera. I mean, I've been through this a million times. When I do get the right camera and my words is not back to front, then you're all going to see that, you know, that I have expanded. That is going to come soon. I don't know when, but I put my faith in the universe. It will happen when it happens, right? Everybody has to begin at the bottom. So anyways, today I'm going to be reading from your energy oracle cards, as well as I'm going to be pulling a few cards from the original Rider-Waite Tarot for you guys. While I was coming into your energy, keep in mind, I am a Gemini as well, Taurus cusp. I'm born 22 May, all right? So, yes, and I got allergies from my cat. I'm allergic. Anyways, the cards that came out for you from the energy oracle is yin yang. Now, you will see, yes, it is back to front. And you know where I got my cards from, the energy oracle, the distributors? Um, I paid for it online, and when I received it, it wasn't really, it's not one of the most brilliant colors for me. And I also didn't receive a book. So I was like, come on, well, you know, so I'm a bit concerned about the distributor where I got these cards from. But because they just don't have that bright colors that I know the cards should have. But in any ways, I can still work with them. And from the very first time that I actually got these cards, they just started popping out when I meditated with them. So I'm feeling them. So gems, your energy is yin and yang. This is all about finding balance. Okay, so this is a time for you, especially with the new moon that's coming into Virgo. I really think where you're going to be doing a lot of self-reflection. There may be some things going on in your life where you feel is out of balance. It can be work, career, relationships. Maybe it's everything all happening at once and you just like losing your shizness. I think health is also going to be important for some of you, where if you've been wanting to lose some weight, you're really going to start making that actions or taking that actions now, so that you can start really focusing on health. I'm feeling like for the longest time, you guys have been pulled in so many different directions. You know, your family needs you. Maybe if you have children, your children need you. It's your spouse, it's work, it's just all these things. You're also dealing with personal issues of your own. And I think your alignment is just out of balance. Now is really a time for you to start focusing on yourself, because you're not going to be of any help to anybody if you just wear yourself out thin. And the other thing is, when you don't take care of yourself, then you know you're feeling like you're not getting enough sleep. You always, I know, gems, we're always up in our head. There's so many things that we want to achieve, but we just feel like we don't have that time to be able to achieve it, right? So balance is going to be very important for you at this time. Then also, while I was shuffling the deck, the Queen of Swords came out. So this is really you coming up in your element, okay? This is you speaking your truth. This is you cutting out what no longer serves you. And it might not always be nice. You know, you may be coming across some people that you just not aligning well with, but you always used to align well with them. You're like, what the heck is going on with you? That's fine, you know. If you don't want to cut them out of your life, just maybe take a little bit like a step back while you get your balance back, so that you can get your own energy in again. Because many times we deal with energy vampires without us even realizing. It's like somebody comes up to you like, and you're like, hey, how was your day? And they're like, they kind of just suck the energy out of you. And I think for a lot of you, you're feeling like wear and tear, like you're tired. And then you have the strength card as well. And this is all about you gaining that strength. This is about you gaining your confidence, believing in yourself again. Because I think for a lot of you, maybe you haven't felt up to standard when it comes to yourself. Maybe your confidence has been looming. Maybe there's some real problems that you're dealing with, and you're just like, oh my gosh, can it just freaking end already? And just wearing yourself out. And I think a lot of it is coming in from your self-worth, where you need to start checking in with yourself. You know, you are worthy. You know you're worthy. You know you can do this, okay? I just think that for a lot of you, you're quite tired, emotionally and perhaps even physically as well. But we're going to pop them back in the deck. If they come out again, they come out. But we're going to see right now what this reading is going to be all about for you guys. My lovely Gemini. Sorry if I'm sniffing and shoveling and everything with my nose, but as I said, I'm allergic to cats. But I have a cat, yeah, I know. All right, Spirit, what is it that Gemini needs to know for this time in their lives? What is it that Gemini needs to know? What is it that Gemini needs to know? All right, let's start. Oh, my goodness me, my deck is upside down also. Okay, you have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. This is beautiful. All right, see all of that red, see all of that fire, that passion. This is a lot about you needing to, this is your base chakra. This is you needing to ground yourself again, get your energy back. Really, that's why I think the yin and the yang came out, is because you're out of balance. And when your chakras are out of balance, then your energy levels is just all over the show. For those of you who have been feeling that you're not really sexually inclined at this moment. And yes, this is not a video for children, because things like this come up. I don't know. Not always, but if it's coming up, it's coming up. What must I do? I'm not going to lie to you, right? So I think for a lot of you, you must, focus on your base chakra. You can always put your hand on your pelvis where your base energy is, and you can get that energy back into you for, if you're in a relationship and you guys haven't really been intimate in a while, then it's more about aligning your sexuality, grounding your energies as well, spending some time out in nature. And also you can always, if you that way inclined, you can always pray to Archangel Michael, and you can ask him for the help that you need in order to align yourself. I'm just having the hardest time with that Kelly right now. He just wants to fall off my lap. This is also about manifesting. So for some of you, if you've been trying to manifest something, waiting for some news, waiting for a new opportunity, a new career, maybe there's a sideline project, or maybe there is a relationship that you've been manifesting as well. This is a great time, okay, for you to make those manifestations. Give it out to the universe, believe it, and don't focus on it all the time. Manifest, especially now with the new moon that is coming in, is a great time for rituals. You can always go and Google how to do rituals. I'm not meaning like spells and dark energy. If you're into that kind of thing, no problem. That's your stuff. I don't do spells, but there is great ways to manifest with rituals when you work with the angels and you work with the Holy Divine, whoever the Holy Divine is to you, okay? Excuse me, then we have the victory card. This is absolutely fantastic. So whatever it is that you have been focusing on, whatever it is that you've been manifesting at this moment, you will be victorious. For some of you, you could be coming into some money. I think you've been waiting quite a long time. You see, she's kind of closing her eyes in this. So it's like a sweet victory. It's like one of those moments where you get this sigh of relief, like, okay, it finally came, or yes, this finally happened for me. It may not always be in the way that you want or the amount that you want, but keep your eyes open, because when you get that feeling inside of you, like, phew, okay, this actually is fine, that will be your victory. If maybe you've been struggling in your relationships at the moment, but things seem to turn around for you, then that is victory. Whatever victory is for you, whatever you've been trying to manifest. So in other words, whatever you touch now will basically turn to gold. So make sure your intentions are pure, especially now with the full moon that's coming in. You don't want any negative karma coming back around and kicking you in the butt, right? So but especially focusing on your grounding at the moment, you can manifest anything that you want, and it may not come immediately right now, but you know, when you're on the right path, it's like things just kind of work out for you. But when you keep on having to struggle and force your way and banging down doors only to find another door, another obstacle, another challenge, then you really need to consider what it is that you're trying to manifest. Because we have adjacent possibilities here, guys. And you can see that there's like a couple of doors open, a couple of doors that's closed. One door is even fallen to the ground. There's like this long passageway. So you have a lot of opportunities at the moment. There's a lot of different ways that you can view things. Maybe you just need to tweak a few things to get what it is that you're trying to manifest. Or maybe you will see one door's closing, you're really depressed and down and out about it, and why did this have to happen to me? But it was always meant to happen because there's other opportunities coming in for you. All right, gems. What is it that Gemini needs to know for this time period? I really see that for relationships, if you're coming into a new relationship, it's going to be hot and steamy, and it's you know, it's going to be a relationship that can go the mile as well, because there's a lot of mutual attraction for each other, a lot of sexuality if you open up your base chakra as well. But it's also about manifesting anything that entices you, manifesting anything that arouses you. And I'm not meaning all just sexual wise now. I'm meaning like whatever makes your heart beat faster. Yeah, absolutely. You can be victorious. If you feel like you've been banging against doors, there is going to come opportunities for you now in this time period. And things is going to start doing a 180 for you, Gemini, where I feel that a lot of you have been struggling. A lot of you have been trying to manifest things, but you feel like they just haven't been coming. Well, now's the time to keep your eyes open, your eyes peeled, your ears down to the ground, because there's some good things coming your way. All right, Gemini? Angel of Love. That's beautiful. She's like holding... you know what, Nan? These cards is just not bright. I don't know. It's like the images are so pale. But it's Angel of Love. And she's holding a heart. And this heart, you know, is like rose quartz. I actually wear rose quartz on my arm all the time to manifest love coming in, good intentions as well. So whatever it is that what you really want in your heart, if it's a relationship or if it's career or if it's a project that you're manifesting or whatever it is that you're close to, it could be children, it could be family, it could be people around you. Focusing your love and your good intentions is going to be reciprocated, all right? And it's going to be coming back to you as well, because the universe is sending you this angel of love right now. And this is a time really for you to perhaps even open up your heart chakra and receive and give love to everything and anything that is like close to you. It could even be animals. It's not to say that it must be just a person or, you know, a job. But there is something that you have to walk away from, because you have walking away. Now she's kind of opening up the gates. And she's like looking back and she's like, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? But she's already on the other side of the gate. So she already knows that she needs to walk away from something. And now it's not to say that it's just a she. So it's, you know, it's not gender specific. It's just the images on the card. But there could be something that you need to walk away from right now, Gemini. And I'm kind of feeling with the angel of love and walking away. You need to walk away from something that's not aligned with your heart, and you need to follow what is in your heart, because that is where you're going to find your victory, okay? And yes, there may be things like what you need to, you know, really think over, because there is different possibilities coming in for you right now. But you're going to know what it is that you're manifesting, and you're going to know what is like a dead weight for you, where you've just tried so hard, and no matter which way you go, no matter how hard you try, things just don't work out. And I think you're going to be realizing that now is the time for you to walk away, because, and you know why? When you got to struggle so hard, it's because it's not aligned with what your heart truly wants. Maybe it's what other people want for you, or maybe it's how you've been brought up to think or feel. But when you start following your heart passion and walking towards what you really do desire, then a lot of things is going to start coming to fruition for you, and you're going to be getting that victory. because you have the thinking woman. And if that's not a Gemini, then I don't know, because we are always up in our head. And you can see that she actually has like a book with her as well. So it seems that she's studying about things, because there's like a scroll in her hand, and then there's also books lined up here, and there's a staircase that she needs to lead up to, but there's also a butterfly in this picture. So it's kind of like you're mulling over certain ideas in your mind. You're thinking about certain situations, what is going to be the best for you. But I also see you as very much delving into your emotions, especially with the angel of love and the thinking woman. It's you delving into your emotions, and it's you deciding what it is that your heart truly wants, because that's where your future is. Okay, if it's pulling you towards somebody, I do think that you're not just going to be rushing into a relationship. If that's where you're at in your life right now, you're really going to be thinking about all of the pros and cons. Same for when it comes to business projects, anything that you're busy manifesting. I think for some of you, you're going to be studying. If you're not going to college or university, maybe you're going to be picking up online studies. If it's nothing like that, then maybe you're going to be doing a lot of research, spending some time in books, maybe Googling a little bit to find the answer of what it is that you're looking for. And when you get this information, I would also keep a mind open for synchronicities, because information can come in any way, anyhow. But I do see that for some of you, you might be receiving a message. And this message that you receive is going to make you like ponder a little bit and think for what is going to be the right path for you moving forward. Okay, so that's actually very beautiful. I kind of feel like this full moon that's coming into Virgo right now is going to be very powerful and illuminating full moon for you guys, and it's really a great time to set your intentions. But I also think it's going to be putting you on a path where you're really going to be following your heart's desires and what it is that you've been seeking and what it is that you truly want for yourself. Journey, fantastic, because this is a journey. This is a journey, okay? This is, like I said, you might feel like you're looking for the direction. It's kind of like you're looking for that one answer where somebody, if you had to ask a question like, should I do this? And somebody says, yeah, absolutely. Why not do it? And then it's just like, they tell you, and then all of a sudden everything is just starting to make sense, and you're going to be able to leave the baggage behind. And this is beautiful, because you see how it's aligning, because you have walking away, where she's walking away from what's no longer serving her. Yes, she's looking at the back, but it's kind of like you're taking one last look at it. You kind of, with the thinking woman, you're mulling over the facts, you're mulling over the truth of the situation, and you already know what you have to do. You already know that there's something or somebody that, or even an idea that is no longer serving you. Maybe it's even a career where you're not happy in your career anymore, and you're not aligning with the people there. And yes, it's not always that you can just pack up and leave, but maybe you start something on the side that eventually gives you that victory, even if it's emotional victory, because you're definitely walking away and you're going on a new journey. All right, so this is beautiful, because this is showing me, Geminis, that this is a great transformation for you guys, where you're leaving the baggage behind. You're actually putting to rest things that have hurt you, words that have hurt you, things that haven't worked out for you. It's you're not just jumping into it. You're making this conscious decision to leave all of this behind, so you can free yourself, so you can have a sense of freedom, so that you can have a sense of, you're doing the right thing. It may not, other people may not always agree with you, but this is your life, and you have to live it to the best of how you want to live your life. Yikes. Okay, I see that there's some cards here that's turned upright. I'm not even going to look at them. I'm just going to continue shuffling. I see a lot of green here as well. And green is your heart chakra, okay? And that is all about love and emotions and relationships. And it can be the relationship that you have with yourself even. And just really sifting through the emotions and seeing what emotions is. Maybe you've been hanging on to anger or bitterment or resentment or pain. And now it's time to release that, or even anxiety and worry. And I'm feeling that for a lot of you, you haven't been really feeling yourself. Like... feeling yourself. You haven't really been feeling like yourself, okay? But anyways, you need rest and rejuvenation. Now is the time for you to clear your space, clear your mind. This can be taking some time out in nature. And if you don't have a garden, maybe popping to a park or something. Or if you do have a garden, just taking your shoes off, walking on the grass, or if you live by the sea, feeling the sand beneath your feet as well. Or if you're living in a complex or something, just open up your windows wide and breathe in the air. Try to block out the noise of the buildings and the cars and the vehicles. I know it's difficult. I know how it is in the city. That's why I moved to a small town. Yeah, actually my town is so small, we only have one robot. Can you believe it? But I think rest and rejuvenation is going to be bringing you the answers. I'm feeling like you're getting an epiphany. Now, epiphanies can come in big moments, but epiphanies can also come in like little drips and drabs where you kind of mark all the dots, you know. I don't know. My words is just not coming to me today. Yeah, but there's definitely something you're walking away from. And I think it's like an energy release. I don't really see it as you guys walking away from people. It can be, but I feel it more like you're walking away from emotions and things that's just not, it's not your baggage anymore, but you're carrying them. The Temple Path. Wow, this is a beautiful card, okay? This is a card all about you finding your inner self, your inner truth. You know, remember what I said earlier on, your body is also your temple. So if now for any of you, you want to start becoming more healthy, really focusing on your body, your mind, I think that this is connecting all of the dots. That's what I was looking for. It's like mind, body, spirit kind of thing. For some of you, you might be actually going to a temple, you know, going to church, or going to, maybe you're going to be researching these kind of things that just piques your interest right now. But I think a lot of you are actually realigning yourself with spirit, okay? And that's going to bring you a sense of relief as well. That's a beautiful card. So actually, Gemini, I think that now is a very good time for you guys just to sift through all of the baggage that's no longer serving you and following your heart's desires. You may not know all of the answers just yet, but it's definitely going to be coming to you. So we're going to be looking at some tarot now and seeing, okay, that's just way too much. Seeing what it is that we need to know. What is it that Gemini needs to know? What is it that Gemini needs to know? Okay, the Three of Swords. Absolutely, you know, I think that, yes, for some of you, you could be facing a loss right now. You could be, there could have been disappointments for you. There could have been a third-party situation for some of you. It's all going to depend on your own situation, what you're facing with. For some of you, you could be grieving as well at this time. Maybe grieving a loss at work, a loss of position, a loss of a family friend, or, you know, something like that. A loss of anything, where you feel even a loss of yourself, right? But I do see with the cards that we have on the table that this is really telling, what the energy oracle cards is telling you is now is a time to release that and walk away from those emotions and walk away from those situations, because if you're going to hang on to it, it's going to, it's almost like festered, you know. It's like festering a wound that now is the time to close. And nobody can tell you how to grieve. Nobody can tell you, like, snap out of it, you know, move on with your life. It doesn't matter what you're disappointed about or upset about. It does take time, but what Spirit is telling you, that if you let go of this pain, this disappointment, don't let it fester, don't let it take over your life at the moment. Excuse me, my nose, because you have so much opportunities, okay? But you're really going to need to ground yourself, and you're going to need to work through your mind. You're going to need to work through your emotions so that you can leave this and move on with your life. however that's going to apply to you. You have these Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is really about if being in balance. The Six of Pentacles for me is very much about giving and receiving and being generous, but being generous with your time, being generous with yourself. I think a lot of people is going to demand your attention right now. And yes, you're going to be wanting to give them your attention. You're going to want to be there for them, but you also need to, be there for yourself as well. So don't drain yourself completely. But I do think that whatever you've been giving out at this time, you will be receiving as well. Look at that. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. So this is really coming up in your element, Gemini. And the Queen of Swords and the Thinking Woman. These cards is just going so well for me, because while Geminis can be impulsive, and some of you have got a temper, some of you, like, your emotions are triggered just like this. I know all about it. I understand. I'm a Gemini. But it's really you standing in your truth and standing up for what you believe in, because Gemini's, the Queen of Swords coming out with the Thinking Woman, we always analyze things, okay? So when you follow your heart and you get your heart and your mind to align, it's like those twins, that two people inside of you, when you get them to agree on something and you just go for it, the possibilities are endless and you're going to get your victory, okay? The last card that came out for you is the Page of Swords. Now, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this could be you coming up in your own energy as well. But the Page of Swords is kind of like, hit you first, ask questions later kind of a guy. Sometimes there's a little bit of immature energy as well, acting impulsively, but he's not afraid of anything. The Page of Swords could also mean that you could be dealing with some gossip, or people are like spying on you. Now, yes, it could be spying when they're literally checking your Facebook account, looking what you're doing, that kind of stuff, really keeping an eye on you. So just keep aware of that if you know who you're dealing with. It could be a younger person, or it could be somebody who's got this younger kind of energy as well. But I'm also feeling that in some way it can be a good thing also. In one way, it's like, okay, be careful if somebody's keeping tabs on you. But in the other way, it's maybe like this person is really looking up to you as well. But don't, hold all your cards close. I don't think now is the time to really go out there and, tell the whole world how your emotions are, what you think, what you feel like. Let them see you inside out. I think there is some cards that you have to hold a little bit close to your heart right now, just to protect yourself. It could be doing something involved with children as well, where somebody's keeping an eye on you regarding children. So I'm just letting you be aware of that as well. All right, Geminis, that's it from me. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate all of the subscriptions I've been getting lately. And if you want a private reading with me, all that you have to do is find my information in the description box below. You can send me an email, and my PayPal address is there as well. So I hope that you have a fantastic time, and best of luck for this new moon. And yay, Mercury retrograde is over, so that's good news for us. Okay, bye for now.